everybody, my name is Boomer Brown and welcome back to Stellaris and welcome to episode 12 of The Adventures of the Interstellar Brownian Technocracy. And we have just come in, this is actually recording straight after the last episode, and we have completed research on the space amoebas, and our scientists have prepared a little report for us. The entities encountered by our fleets some time ago are new wondrous forms of spaceborne lifeform, quickly nicknamed Space Amoeba. Following the analyst's gross misreading of initial sensor output, the creature is in fact larger than the average Brownian Corvette. Wow. We should leave it be and remotely monitor the creatures and its kin from Gaia. Issue a special project for remote space amoeba study. We expect Starfleet to make short work of the creature. In keeping with the philosophy of live and let live, I think we're going to set up a special project to research the space amoebas. And on our Gaia World, Pildara, we are busy colonizing it. We are almost there. I would say we are going to hit that in completed estimated 30th of the 1st. Okay, so we are going to be colonizing that quite quickly, and we have a very, very barren moon out here, and perhaps when terraforming technology comes around, terrestrial sculpting, yeah, perhaps we will be able to colonize that and maybe set up another little colony out there. Our science ship is sitting idle while it's in orbit. That's actually something I need to do as well. We're going to survey the entire system and see what else is out here. Is of course to we must be very close to getting that colonized. Just by the size of the thing, it seems to be growing further as we go along. But yes, we need to make sure that all our fleets are orbiting rather than just sitting there. They actually cost more to keep them. I think that'll put us into orbit. It actually costs us more to have them just sitting around rather than having them in orbit. It's a little bit, once again, as I say, oh yes, our colony has been established, bringing to 4 the number of planets occupied by the Browns. Let's have a little look. We do need a governor. I think it does help during the early days. So we've got people that are busy governing. So we've got stubborn. This leader is stubborn and slow to accept new methods and ideas, even if they have proven superior. He's age 71. He's bound to be getting stubborn at this point. Don't actually know how long the Browns will live for. But I think that we need a new governor, and we will probably need a new governor at some point for Gaia. So we're going to recruit a new governor. Should we pause? No, we'll keep it running. Governor Verpim Den Pirium. And what's his trait? He's an intellectual. Physics output, society output, and engineering output plus 10%. He could be very useful. An agrarian upbringing, which could be useful as well. And this guy also has an intellectual plus 10%. Who is the old one? They are all the same age. Whoop. Now we're going to pause. Anomaly found. Oh, I really love these pictures. So Jorgum Den Valtrag, I think he's on the Lurian, isn't he? Yes. Anyway, initial analysis of the asteroid's composition points towards potentially interesting finds. Have we found more space treasure? We may have. We are going to definitely research that. And we are going to take... Oh wait, this is the cost. This is their age here, sorry. 47-35 with an agrarian upbringing. I think we're just going to go for this guy here with the intellectual thing. See what that does for us. Physics out plus 10%, society out plus 10%. Yeah, and when we start to make sectors, this could become useful to us. So we're going to recruit him as governor. And perhaps when we get... okay, so we can rename him. We don't want to rename him. we're going to change the fact that we have no governor, and we're going to pop this guy in, and he's our new governor. Excellent. We're going to take a little peek at the surface. We are going to construct a basic power plant to help supplement our the problems we've been having with energy of late. Although we're gaining 11 now. I think it was basically because we were doing a huge amount of construction. We want to also stick in a mining station here. Granted, we're not going to have any staff to run it for now. I don't think we can build robots yet. I don't think we've researched that. But we are going to pop in a basic mine here, and we may as well just queue up a basic power plant over here. And yeah, that'll kind of do us for now, I think. Because population growth will be slow, and not having people to run it, I think. Location queue is 2, and location... that is very useful. That is a new addition as well, I think, with the Clark update. I say little tweaks like that, they really have made the game seem a lot better. Yeah, we're researching that, that's fine. And we're going to hit play again, and we're going to take a look around. Okay, so that's out of our reach. There's nothing habitable in here. We do really need to get out here and start mining, particularly for that Betharian stone. I think that if we go to Gaia, and we go to our spaceport, and we go building, Raider Fleet Alpha is docked. Or is it up here that we do it? Ship designer, this is where we do it. So a new design of, let's see, Corvette. Design name, rename the current ship design. We could call it, let me see. Well, actually, I might wait until we get the destroyers, because I would like to get a custom destroyer. We can basically add all sorts of different little things here, like our thrusters and such. Is there a science ship that we can... Oh, transport ships. These, I am not sure what they are for. Are they for troop transport? For armies? I think they are. Which means we can probably build them already. I must have a look into this. Build. No. Perhaps they just exist as they are. Maybe something to do with... I think it's something to do with ground armies, which we will eventually have to start looking. Oh, okay. We've already got our armies. Are they building automatically, or did we build some sort of a military academy? Because I know that we need a military academy to build things like this. Okay, and the Browns are starting to colonize these areas already, and we should therefore clear out this, and clear out this, and clear out this. And I think right here we are going to build a science lab, isn't it, that we want? A basic science lab, yes, produces, yes, all of that wonderful science. So it's going to give a boost, and we're going to be producing 2 physics research with that. And yeah, I think that's all we can do for now here until we get the rest of this cleared up. And the homeworld will be very, very productive indeed. We're going to take a look at Pildara as well, this tundra world out here. Oh, which is rather messy looking. We're going to build a basic mine out here, which is going to boost that. This was the mining world, wasn't it? The very, very, the mining world with great potential. More potential to produce food than anything else. Assemble ship shelter. This should have been upgraded long ago. And we don't have enough minerals or influence. Surely we do. We have 33. We have plenty of minerals. Oh wait, 350. Oh, my apologies. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And 50 influence. Okay, so we're just gonna have to wait that out and upgrade. I think Paragima has been upgraded, has it? Reassembled ship shelter? No, it hasn't. That's something we'll have to get on to as well. And well, this is just a newly ethics divergence plus 10%. Oh, that is not good. We're going to need to do something about that. Because yeah, that could cause revolutions and revolts and things, and we really don't want to be dealing with that just yet. Fleet order finished. Complete construction of an observational post. Excellent. Out at Cranodeth, which will help us. Let's get out to Cranodeth here and see. What a brilliant name for a planet. I'm sure there is a reference somewhere that I am missing out on. And so let's see. The Cranodeth observation outpost. Let's see if we can get a good look at this observational outpost. Well, it's like a big listening machine, isn't it? That is excellent. No doubt. Probing their society for some great. We must have some sort of a cloaking device because their space station is right out there. But then that is the thing they say about these aliens, isn't it? That even if they have visitors, how would we know? It'd be like a sheep seeing a tractor driving into a field. They wouldn't really understand it, and when it was gone, they'd probably just forget about it and wouldn't realise that they had been visited by a superior being. That is assuming, of course, that we are superior to sheep. They're pretty damn good at what they do. Anyway, we have... I think this is completed research of that thing in the asteroids on the shoulders of giants. It appears that the asteroid, the good ship Lurian, and the surrounding debris originates from a former planet. That doesn't actually make any grammatical sense. I think there was actually a mod that people were putting in to correct this. I think it may be something to do with the fact that the guys are Swedish and... well, they do seem to have very, very, very good English. I think they do make some slight mistakes sometimes when they are translating stuff from Swedish to English. Which, yeah, I mean, no, that's fine. I kind of get what they're coming at here. So we have discovered a broken up planet. And deep within the center of the asteroid, we can find traces of extremely valuable minerals. There's also hints of bacterial life that has now died in the vacuum of space. This shows us that the celestial body once bore the promise of life, rather. Absolutely amazing. We're going to just go out and have a peekaboo at this asteroid. Amazing. Oh, and we have got a huge number of resources for mining out here. This could be a very good system for us indeed. Yes, we should get our construction ship out here. Which is constructing something in space at the moment, possibly a mining outpost. So let's get back to Cranodeth observation post, which is right next door. So we have a couple of options here. Aggressive observation. The natives are aggressively studied and live specimens are frequently collected to learn as much as possible about the biology and culture. It will give us more research. And we can get energy and technological enlightenment. An effort is made to rapidly elevate the native civilization to the space age. The time this takes is dependent on their current level of technology, but they are already a spacefaring, shall we say, this is possibly on Pildara. Oh yeah, that's because we are building buildings without having migrants there to sort of covert infiltration. Okay, industrial age, machine age flag. Okay, so this is going to take quite a bit of time, and I think this is how we would actually take control of them. Agents are genetically modified to appear as members of the native population and sent to infiltrate their society. They will gradually replace world leaders and prepare the planet for annexation by us. Yeah, so it's kind of like the proposed lizard people. Although, if you do look at Donald Trump in certain pictures, you could be excused for thinking that he is a lizard of some sort. Granted, personal attacks on a person's appearance, not generally the way you should poke fun out of a person. But, well, I really don't like Donald Trump at all, and I think if the Americans employ him as their president, it'll be very bad for the entire world. Less of the politics and more of the galactic colonization. So we need to do something about the Irim system. Is our construction ship idle? Our construction ship is idle and unable to construct an outpost. So what does it take? What are we lacking? We are literally lacking some influence, and we're gaining one a month, so that's going to take quite some time. Is there something we can do to prevent anybody coming in here? Because we cannot do any mining here until we have actual control of it. We do have a project to extend our borders, don't we? Where is it? Border range plus 20%. And it's going to complete in 23 months. I'm going to accelerate time just a little bit, because there's not a hell of a lot happening, it has to be said. So perhaps that might just push us out into the Irim system and give us control. We're going to wait and see and hope for the best on that. And our gravity sensors that are going to thingamajig, and the destroyers and the spaceports. Okay. So hopefully we will just push our border out far enough that we will be able to start mining the Irim system. Now we also need to get ourselves moving on this. Our science ship is still surveying in this system. We're pretty much blocked in this direction, and we did have some hostilities in this area, but it could be a great way to get ourselves some stuff. Oh wow, this is a pretty well occupied system. I know that breaking up those crystalline things, I think these were crystallines anyway, we can get some research and stuff out of them. I would like to forge a path for our science ships. I think it was a void cloud or something that was in here. Or if we put our ship Delurian onto passive, it will be kind of, maybe we should build a second science ship and start sending one in towards the core of the galaxy and another one out along, and the Delurian maybe out along this way, or maybe vice versa. And hit a saving thing there. It may have cut my voice. I've noticed that it seems to do that. So I think that I'm going to build a second science ship, just because Yargum del Hulos, or I think that was his name, just because he pretty much drove his ship into that void cloud. Construction ship, science ship, was it not automatic? Will not update. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, we are going to... Yeah, we're going to get a new science ship. We need a science ship, just because I want to try and push my way out this way. Let's see which would be the safest system. I think this system here. So if we could get rid of whatever alien, a void cloud. I think if we do actually get rid of Void Cloud, we will be able to do some research, because I don't think these things are as useful to us as we thought they were. Or maybe we'll just set our ship onto what is it, passive or something. Fleet stance to evasive, we'll set it to passive and we'll just send it through that system. We may end up sending our new ship first and keep this one. Surveying systems down here and gathering intel on our resources. Yes, that will do. Sorry, just checking the time there. So we have system survey completed. Excellent. And we have a bounty of resources here. So we're going to bring the construction ship in here, because we are lacking stuff. We are going to, because it makes sense to build mining stations. Well, there's a lot of mining stations we can build in here. We're going to get that done. just because the system is now under our control, and we have a potential for 9 minerals and 4 energy credits there, which would be very useful to us indeed as we start to expand. I am hoping that this pushes our borders out. Let's see. Should we begin anymore? Okay, the Confederacy of course, we are improving our relations with them just by being there. That is great. As we would kind of like to make friends with them rather than have on them unfriendly with us. Construction finish, sensor. What was that? Sensor range. Okay, doke. System surveyed. Okay. We need to get our science ship out and moving again. Okay, and there was something wrong in that system. Wild ore system, a class A star. Intel level low. Okay, so we're going to survey this system. We are going to survey this system. We're going to survey this system. And yeah, we're going to survey these couple of systems along the border here and see what's in them. Okay, this is part of... I think it may be part of their system, and we will have to leave. So perhaps... No, we're just going to try and survey. If we go in and we violate their space, we will just warp back home again. Probably go to the Golba system here. If we do have to escape from there. I think it may technically be in their star space. And yeah, I think it might technically be controlled by them anyway. Yes. So how is everything going? We need to... oh yes, we can start building a spaceport. Cannot afford to build a spaceport. Does not have mass drivers. Okay, that's fine. We have insufficient people to take care of this, so we don't need... Oh, okay, the power plant isn't constructed yet. That's fine. So let's take a look at Paragima. I think we can upgrade. Yes, we can upgrade our ship shelter. Not quite yet. We're still a little bit short on resources. That's fine. How is Gandara? Gandara was the one we had a look at already, wasn't it? Noxious Swamp. We could start clearing that out. Are we urgently in need of extra food on this planet? Planet summary. We've got food. We have a surplus of food, haven't we? Isn't that what that means? Yes, a food surplus we produce and consume. Okay, so we are plenty well good on food there. What was this again? Mineral rich, that's right. Gaia is looking pretty decent. We're creating surplus of everything except for influence. Now, edicts. Can we do something? Re-education complaints, ethics divergence is -10. So food up by 25%, land opportunity, migration attraction. Okay, incoming transmission. We're going to pause and put it on full screen. Okay, the Thibodean Associated Clans. It seems that they may be making some executive cax. Thinks this deal would be of interest to you. Do you accept? Oh, excellent. This is very good. So the Thibodean Associated Clans, which is essentially some sort of a froggy lizard mafia, is offering us star charts in exchange for our star charts. And I think this is well worth doing, because it will probably give us some insight into this large group of star. Although wasn't it? No, it was the other crowd that were that had joined up with that large empire or federation or whatever. We may get some information on the federation. So I am definitely going to agree. Yeah, agree to that, and we are going to zoom out and see. What does it give us? Okay, it gives us some information on stars down here. The system that we haven't surveyed. Whoop, sorry, hit the microphone. You may have noticed that it is a new microphone, and I am still getting used to it. Hopefully it is helping with the audio quality. I think this is the... Oh, right, yes, I see it now when I'm zoomed in. What they have given me. They have given me all the information on their system, and they have given me information on this system here, and I no longer need to do a survey. Well, I still need to do a survey, but I kind of know what's in there now. And they've shown me their entire system, and I am assuming that this system out here doesn't appear to be under anyone else's control, which is a little bit strange. But we have information on it now, which is quite excellent. And with that great revelation, or revelation rather, I think I am going to wrap up the episode. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed watching this, and thank you very much for tuning in. You have been watching Bloomer Brown on YouTube, and I will see you next time.